Excitement in the air at Inlet Beach today. Crowds gathered to witness the release of 2 sea turtles. The 2 long-term residents at Gulf World Marine Institute have been there just under a year. News 13's May Harper has more on the rehab process and the journey.
People gathered at Inlet Beach to cheer on Seapork and Rambam, 2 subadult sea turtles, as they return home after going through Gulf World Marine Institute's rehabilitation program.
The first one we released was Seapork. Seapork was a juvenile green sea turtle. And Seapork has been with us for just under a year. He came in last spring, debilitated or very weak, slow moving, and he actually was covered, his whole shell was covered in barnacles and sea pork, sea squirts. That's where his name came from.
Seapork had to have multiple layers removed from his shell due to organisms growing on it. He had to regrow a new top layer, which took a long time.
A little rough and ready, but that's okay. He's been doing really well, recovering great, eating great. He does have a virus. That's where some of those little growths were on him, but they can live with that forever. So our bigger concern was just getting him back out into the natural habitat.
One of the species released today was the Kemp's Ridley sea turtle. This is an endangered species in the Gulf.
The Rambam was a Kemp's Ridley sea turtle. So Kemp's Ridleys are critically endangered. They are the most endangered species of any sea turtle. And they're also relatively rare for this area. They do nest on our beaches, but it's not near as common as like a loggerhead or green sea turtle coming up to nest.
Rambam was found with a tumor on his right front flipper, as well as fishing gear entangled around the same flipper.
Rambam was actually dragging all of that gear around in the water, obviously weighing him or her down. So that turtle was rescued and brought into our facility. The gear was removed, the tumor was removed, and Rambam has a clean bill of health.
Both sea turtles were released back to the Gulf, healthy and ready to continue their journey in the wild. In Walton County, May Harper, News 13, Panhandle Strong.
To learn more about volunteering options or future releases, go to mypanhandle.com.